Alright, yo, what's up? So, welcome to part 4 of my playthrough through the Assassin's Creed Fate of Atlantis DLC, Episode 2, Torment of Hades. We're going to be entering into the bottom section of the map, the Morning Fields. Like I said before, this map is actually kind of... It seems small, but as you go through and do the missions, it's actually a lot of stuff to do. So it's not as small as it looks. It's deceptively small. So in the last video, we got the first piece of the Armor of the Fallen, the gauntlets, with the help of Elpinor. We're going to continue to collect the other pieces of the armor from the other Fallen. So these will be enemies from the main game that we killed that were cult members and then got sent to Hades. The first guy I'm going to go after is the Poisoner of Athens. If you remember him from the main game, he was killing political enemies of Pericles. He was a mercenary. We did like a little investigation. Then we found him outside the city walls surrounded by snakes. And it's pretty much going to be the same thing here. He's going to be surrounded by snakes. I found this fight to be a little bit easier, actually. You just got to watch out with poison because it sneaks up on you. If you get bit by a snake twice in a row, you just die automatically. So this guy's not too hard. You just try to kill the snakes if you can, and then just assassinate them to get a good chunk of life, and then just beat the shit out of them with overpowered attacks or Ares Manus and all that good stuff. He's going to try to taunt you with some lines from the main game, calling you Pericles' pet and stuff, but he's not tough. So we're going to beat him. We're going to get the helmet from the Armor of the Fallen, and then every time you kill one of these guys, they're going to give you like a little note, and it's going to give you kind of their thoughts on being in Hades and what they've experienced so far, and then it's going to give you a clue to another member of the Fallen, either one of these guys who gives you the armor, or maybe one of the legendary Fallen members like Hercules or Perseus. And then those guys you need to kill or to defeat in battle so that they can replace Cerberus, if this isn't confusing enough. So he gave us the location of Epictetus. He's not too far from here. The Poisoner seems to like it in Hades if you read his note. And if you remember Epictetus from the main game, we never really got to meet him because Deimos smashed his head in on the artifact at that secret meeting of the Cosmos, because they were trying to hide the fact that we were there secretly attending it. So we got his location, and you can see when you look up at the menu for the Fallen, it gives you a little bit of information about them, and it turns out that, here's the Helmet of the Fallen. It gives you 19% warrior damage. The gauntlets gave us 19% hunter damage, so I guess they're all going to give us something at 19%. So there's Epictetus, the forthcoming. He believed he absorbed the power of that artifact and the power of Deimos, and he became immortal. So he's a little bit nutty. He's going to give us the belt of the Fallen. But we're going to take on another old character, enemy, the Swordfish of Octopus Bay. He's going to be right up here on the map, near the village of the Condemned. He's actually not tough, but you got to be careful. I died the first time I fought him because I initiated an attack, and then a bunch of enemies nearby came and swarmed me, and they killed me. So you want to wait till he is like a little bit separated from everybody, and then jump on him. And if you remember, we fought Swordfish, obviously in Octopus Bay region. He was in the I think we had to jump down into some water, like Hermit's Dive, to find him in like a little secret location. He had that run-in with the Minotaur that turned sour. He was known for his cruelty that made him perfect for the Cosmos. And when we find him, he actually attacks us right away because he thinks we're Deimos there to take him out, because he was secretly thinking about leaving the cult. So I don't know if you guys have been checking out that creators content where I guess anybody can make a new story for like a side mission. I tried it for a little bit. I played like one mission, and it was basically just go over there and kill 12 archers, and then I got a bunch of money. I think people are exploiting it to give maximum rewards, which kind of defeating the purpose. I mean, if you need it, it helps, but I'd like to see somebody actually go out of their way and take the time to make a really cool side mission. I've seen Assassin's Creed Twitter was promoting somebody's created mission, so it's probably better than the average one. I like to check that one out. And then I noticed a lot of them were like in like a different language, so I didn't even bother playing them. I don't know if that was just for the title, it was in a different language, and then when you play it, it's in English. I just didn't have time to really look into it. So I'm curious to see if someone could come up with a good story. Because everybody always talks shit about other games' storylines and side missions that they suck, but, you know, if they had to actually do it, it probably wouldn't be so good either. So I already got this guy defeated. Back to swimming with the fishes. Alexio's talking that shit. Jump down, confirm the kill. And he's going to drop another note. And you'll see here, like I was saying earlier, he was secretly wanting to leave the cult. And he kind of is pissed because the cult members are down here in Hades with him, and he doesn't want to follow them anymore. He doesn't want to do their bidding anymore. And so he was trying to get close to Hades. He was going to find the 4 legendary heroes to replace Cerberus to please Hades. So we get the location of the king Agamemnon, however you say that, and he's going to give us that chest plate of the Fallen. So we got another piece of the armor. So I think we need only 2 more. So we'll worry about the legendary heroes. We'll fight them later. So we'll skip that clue, and we're going to go use the clue I got from the Poisoner and go after Epictetus. So this is going to give us 19% warrior damage. And like I said, they're all going to give us 19% of warrior damage, hunter damage, assassin's damage. So there's the bio on King Agamemnon. And he's going to drop the Cursed Bow of Hades, which looks pretty cool. I think I end up using it, I forget. Like I said, we'll focus on those guys in another video. Now we're going to go run down, like right up north is going to be Epictetus. He's going to be in a little drop down spot. I'll show you. Yeah, the place is going to be called Orpheus's Lair. It's a lot of times they're spelling these words differently. I guess they're like how they're originally meant to be spelled in the Greek language, or I think it's Orpheus, Orpheus's Lair. If it's that, then it's the guy that there's a famous mythology story about Orpheus. He was a musician and a poet. He got taught to play the lyre by Apollo, and one day his wife died. He went down to Hades to ask Hades to bring his wife back to life, and he ended up playing for Hades and his wife Persephone. And they liked his playing so much they agreed to let her go on one condition, that as they were leaving, he wasn't allowed to look back to see if she was behind him. But before they were able to leave Hades, he looked back at the very end, and she got doomed to be trapped in Hades because he looked back. So it was kind of a sad story. So Epictetus is going to be up here. It's going to be like a recreation of that secret cult meeting with the artifact in the middle. You get the dead Cosmos members, so you can sneak up on them, get a little chunk of health out before you even start the fight, and then just like the other ones, it should be pretty easy, especially since he's just by himself and nobody helping him. Just do overpowered attacks, the Fury of the Bloodline, Ares Madness, all that good stuff, and it should be no problem. And like I was saying earlier, this guy thinks he's got the power of the artifact in Deimos now. He's a little delusional. So we'll take him out, and we'll get the next clue and the next piece of armor. I believe he drops the waistband of the Fallen. Not sure what it gives us 19% of, but it'll give us 10% more health in the Rift. And then after him, we're only going to need one more piece of armor. So that was an easy fight. Confirm the kill. Get the note, and then in your note, he's going to lead us, going to give us a clue to the next Fallen, which is, I can't say her name, Daenerys, the Bonetian champion, and she's going to have the boots. And make sure you grab this chest to complete the location. And let's see what the waistband's got. Alright, so the waistband is going to give us 19% assassin's damage, and then it's going to give us another 10% max health on Tartarus Rifts. So we just got to take out one more person to get the final piece of the armor, to get the boots. We're going to have to fight Daenerys, the Boeotian champion, and that's going to give us another 19% assassin's damage. and then we get the full set. Then we can cross the Tartarus Veil, help out Elpenor, and then to kill the Monger and send him back to Tartarus. She's going to be up here at the Altar of the Titans. She's going to be with her cousin Astra. They had a close relationship in the main game. We killed them both. You ran into, I'll just say D, because I can't pronounce her name. D and her cousin Astra in the main game in Boeotia. We got sent there by one of the kings of Sparta to help out in the war effort. We got sent to help out Stentor, our long-lost stepbrother. He's not a fan of us. He's pissed that we get sent to help. He sends us to kill D, thinking that she's going to kill us. But we end up winning. And then if you remember, the other king, his mission was to win the Olympics, so we had the odds stacked against us. Just watch out, because I had that Hound of Hades jump in on the fight right here. And then Astra's kind of a pain in the ass, because she needles you with that spear, and she shoots arrows, and there's explosions going on. So you just got to keep moving. Try to take out one at a time. And then just focus on one while avoiding any of the attacks of the other person. So I was looking up D, because I couldn't really remember her. And it turns out she got her name from a character from mythology. She was one of Hercules' wives who accidentally killed him by giving him a poison tunic. So I don't know how that would work, but her name translates to like man killer or husband destroyer or something crazy like that. I thought that was funny. So I pretty much got her beat. I'm trying to focus on her, then I'll kill Astra after I beat her. We'll get them final boots, and then we'll go walk over and put them up the Monger's ass. Alright, so I edited out killing the fight with Astra, just trying to save time. So we're going to go confirm the kill on D. She's going to give us another clue. That's going to be for the legendary heroes. That'll be another video. She's going to show us the location of Perseus. She's just a born warrior, apparently. Her and Astra were going to keep trying to fight while in Hades, because that's what they do. Perseus is the guy who killed Medusa, who we fought in the main game. Got a badge unlocked for the DLC, Deathwalker. Completed the quest. Got all the pieces of the armor. Unlocked 2 new engravings. Can pass through the Tartarus Veil. And we get the other 50% of our health when we go through Tartarus Rifts. Alright, so I'm going to put this armor on. It's going to give us another 19% assassin's damage. And then I'm going to head over to the Shadow Temple of Nyx and meet up with Elpenor. Take on the Monger, finally.
You look fabulous. Now let me tell you my plan to catch the Monger.
Let's hear it. I'm ready.
Exceptional. I'll distract the prisoners while you head straight to the Monger. We can't let him escape. Once you defeat him, take him to the deepest abyss of Tartaros. You'll have to pass through the entrails of Gaia to get there.
Entrails of... Never mind. Let's go.
So the game gives you another choice with Elpenor. You could either help him fight these enemies or just run for straight to the Monger. It's better just to run for the Monger, in my opinion, because that's what Elpenor wants you to do anyway.
Monger! Ugly in life, ugly in death.
I can't believe you're working with that fucking jellyfish, Elpenor! Ha! Took you long enough to find me, fuckface.
Hades wants you back in Tartarus where you belong!
Ha! Hades doesn't fucking care! What's the matter? Give me a chance to do your fighting for you!
This time, I'll tear you to shreds!
You're dead meat!
Alright, so as you can see, the Monger's he's very eloquent in his speech. He's kind of tough because, like I said, when you have multiple enemies, that's the only real challenge in the game is when you get attacked by a bunch of people at once. So try to take them out, but you want to focus on the Monger because I think they'll just keep coming as long as he's alive. I'm just going to let the video play, and then I'll let the cutscenes play. We're gonna have another cameo from another god that we'll see in the next DLC too, so you want to stay to the end for that. Alright, so thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in part 5. Bye.
I'm going to do to you what I wanted to do to your father. Alpinor's been waiting for your head.
We make a good pair. At first I was worried you wouldn't stick to the plan. You haven't been very trusting of me.
Can you really blame me? You and the cult destroyed my life.
I understand, but tell me you see that I've changed. That I'm trying to do good in death, where I failed in life. I cannot move on without your acceptance.
I suppose you have changed. A bit.
My dear Eagle Bearer, you have no idea what your forgiveness means to me.
Who said anything about forgiveness?
I feel as though I can finally move on. Hades! We returned the Monger to Tartarus for you, just as you asked.
I made no such request.
But you referred to the Monger as a thorn in your side.
And you inferred that I wanted him returned. Clearly you still have much to learn, Elpinor. We'll discuss this later at my palace.
Still, I'm on my way to eternal peace, thanks to you.
I believe you're forgetting something, brother.
Why would you help your enemy find peace?
I thought you and Alpinor were working together.
Elpinor was merely a means to further along your far more interesting journey.
Any chance this means you'll teach me more about the staff now?
Patience, Keeper. A few more twists are still to come along your path. I'm looking forward to seeing how it all plays out.
First Alpinor, now you! I'm so sick of everyone using my life for their entertainment.
It's far more than that.
What are you talking about?
You'll know soon enough.